Over the last 5 years, I've filmed in some of the world's most diverse environments, from supercars speeding through London to 5-star hotels in the Maldives to the wild savannas of northern Kenya. But here's the thing, incredible visuals don't happen by accident. As a videographer, if you want to work globally at a high level, you need to know how to adapt fast. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 practical lessons I've learned while filming in completely new and sometimes chaotic environments. And this isn't just about packing the right gear or charging your batteries. I'm talking about the mindset and the systems that'll let you deliver world-class work, whether you're shooting in a city, a jungle, or from a helicopter. Lesson 1. Pre-production is 90% of the job. When you land in a new country or a new location, everything is unpredictable. Weather, light, people, logistics. So the only way to stay calm is to prep like a maniac. Before I even stepped on a plane to Kenya, I had storyboards, call sheets, contact lists, backup locations, and gear lists twice. Why? Because once you're out there, you've got no second chances. Pre-production is what makes you look like a genius on the day, but without actually having to be one. Lesson 2. Learn to let go. Here's the irony. The more you prepare, the more you need to be able to throw it all out. In Samburu, we had an entire sequence mapped out, tracking lines in the national park during golden hour with the perfect light and everything lined up. But nature had other plans. We spent hours searching and the lines were nowhere to be found, not a single one. At first, it felt like a setback, but instead of calling it a loss, we shifted focus. And that's when we spotted a herd of elephants slowly making their way through the bush, calm, majestic, and incredibly close. We ended up filming an intimate, almost surreal moment that we never could have planned for. It was a reminder that in the wild and in filmmaking, flexibility is everything. Some of the most powerful shots happen when you stop chasing the plan and start capturing what's actually unfolding. Great videographers don't get thrown off, they turn chaos into magic. Cheesy line, I know, but it is true. Lesson 3. Relationships over gear. When you're shooting in unfamiliar places, your people skills matter way more than your camera settings. Gear can only take you so far, and what really opens doors is how you interact with the people around you. The local guide, the chef at the lodge, a pilot, a manager, whoever it is, each one of them can make or break your shoot. If they believe in what you're doing, they'll go out of their way to help. If they don't, it doesn't matter how well you've planned, it just won't happen. So take time to connect with people, ask questions, show real interest, be respectful. It's not just about being polite, it's about building trust and a shared purpose. In Kenya, one of our best shots came from a conversation, not a camera. A Samburu elder gave us permission to film in a sacred area, something we never would have been granted if we'd came in acting like outsiders or tourists. That moment, and the footage that we captured, only happened because we earned it through connection. That's a B. Lesson 4. Pack for the story, not the spec sheet. I love tech as much as the next filmmaker, the latest cameras, gimbals, drones, lenses, everything. But when you're 4 hours from the nearest town with limited space and no backup if something breaks, you can't bring everything. Out in the field, especially in remote locations, every piece of gear has to earn its place. There's no room for just-in-case gadgets that never leave the bag. You've got to think like a storyteller first, not a gearhead. So, pack for the story. What are you trying to capture? What moments matter most? Which tools will help you tell that story best without slowing you down or adding unnecessary risk? Because when you're hiking through the bush chasing light in real time, or in between remote locations, or in a high-paced fashion shoot in London, whatever it is, the best setup is the one that keeps you moving. You need gear that works reliably, sets up fast, and then lets you adapt on the fly. There's no time to troubleshoot a flaky wireless monitor when the elephant herd is crossing a river in perfect golden light. You're not there to show off the fanciest kit, you're there to capture something real. And often less gear means more freedom to be present, respond to the moment, and nail the shot that actually tells a story. No one cares if your gear costs 10, 20 grand, they care if the shot moves them. So lesson 5, shoot with post in mind. When you're adapting on the fly, when the plan changes, the weather turns, or a key moment plays out differently than expected, your edit becomes your safety net. It's what catches the chaos and turns it into something cohesive. That's why you have to shoot with the edit in mind. Overshoot your coverage, grab multiple frame rates so you've got options in post. Record clean audio even if you don't think you'll use it. Get those cutaway details, textures, wide shots, close-ups. Everything could help reshape the story if the main sequence doesn't go as planned. In unpredictable environments like Kenya, where wildlife, light, logistics, people shift constantly, it's this mindset that saved my entire project. There were some scenes I thought would be key that didn't come together, and others that surprised me and became central to the project. But because I shot smart, because I gave myself room to play in the edit, the narrative still worked. Post-production doesn't start in the studio, it starts the moment you pick up the camera. Every angle, every extra shot, every mic check is future-proofing. It's building a toolkit that you'll rely on when you're back home, turning hundreds of clips into a seamless story. Don't wait until you're in front of the timeline to think like an editor. Do it while you're still in the field. That's where the real magic starts. And finally, lesson 6, stay curious, and this is my favourite. My final one's simple, but it might be the most important. When you're in a new place, don't just shoot, explore. It's so easy to land somewhere and immediately lock into the shot list, chasing drone shots and hero frames that look good on Instagram. But the real magic, that comes when you slow down, walk around, and actually absorb the place you're in. Every single location has a hidden gem that isn't in the brief. A dusty football pitch where kids are playing barefoot, a quiet street corner where an old man carves wood by hand, a fruit stand run by a kid with a grin bigger than his stool, the echoes of cicadas at night as the light fades behind the hills. And those aren't just pretty details, they're the emotional texture of the story, the things that bring to life your edit. When you include them, you're not just making content, you're capturing a moment, a feeling, a sense of place that your audience can feel. If you want your work to stand out, stop chasing trends. Don't just shoot the same top-down drone shot over the same infinity pool as everyone else. Start noticing the stuff that makes this moment different from the last one. That's where the real story is. Let your camera follow your curiosity, not just your storyboard. Because when your work is rooted in real discovery, people notice and they remember. So the final takeaway, if you want to become an experienced videographer, learn how to adapt. Because the industry definitely does not need more people who know how to press record. It needs more people who can create magic anywhere. So, here's the playbook. Number 1, prepare obsessively, but stay flexible. Number 2, build real relationships everywhere you go. Number 3, don't chase specs, chase a story. Number 4, think like an editor when you shoot. And number 5, always stay curious. If this helped, drop a comment, subscribe, and share this with another videographer who's ready to level up. See you in the next one.